I'm Shannon Jackman, and I was recently in Soldiers for about 9 days. And thank you for the opportunity to share some of my experience. Much of my frustration during my stay was because I had unknown infections, which turned out to be encephalitis, and I was troubled with aphasia, a problem for me and for you. I had extreme fatigue, perhaps loss of consciousness, and this would come and go. The general idea that the patient with cognitive problems could not and would not understand what was happening was a bit of a problem, I felt. There are different levels of awareness which changed during my stay, but I feel most patients would benefit from being informed of procedures and medication. Even if you don't understand how much I'm understanding. A couple of other examples. One is, perhaps we'll start with the negative one. And it's complicated because I truly understand it was a problem for the staff too. At one point, even really early on in my stay, I sat up suddenly in the bed, and which surprised people. I couldn't speak. Perhaps they assumed I wanted to use the washroom, and they felt this was a very bad idea, and they wanted me to lay down again. And they didn't explain to me they weren't sure what was the matter, and that it would be much safer for me to lay down. It was more of, this is a big problem, this patient's trying to get up and wander. Well, I wouldn't have gotten far. And then, so it was decided probably that a catheter would be a good solution for me. And during this procedure, which I don't remember, I was not very cooperative. But I've had a catheter before, and I understood what it was. It's not painful, it's not your first choice, but I think I could have been more cooperative had I understood what and why that was being done. The second situation was hugely positive from my point of view. I had to have a spinal tap. The doctor explained what it was, and which I understood completely. I apparently followed instructions during the procedure, such as curving my back, etc. I don't remember this at all, which apparently is a good thing. But according to reports, there were not any problems with this. So I think that was a great thing because I understood that something was going to happen. I could just put myself in your hands and everything was better. I also had a bit more anxiety than necessary because I was on an integrated care floor. And it was not clear that this was Soldiers Hospital in the beginning because all the staff was in normal, regular clothes. There was no signage. And the hospital was managed in a way that was completely foreign to me. I had not been as a patient in a hospital for 25 years, and it was surgical, an entirely different experience. As the fog lifted, I was trying to process where I was exactly, and for how long, and what had happened. I didn't have as much help as I would have liked with this. Perhaps if I'd taken in a wheelchair and strolled and said, you're on this floor for your own safety, and it's way quieter and more comfortable, just, surgical wards downstairs, or, just taking it seriously that I had anxiety around this. Anyway, I feel very positive that some changes are being made, and I feel they could help patients like myself and staff. So thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Kristina Clayden, and I'm the new manager of Patient Experience. And as you heard from Shannon, lovely woman who was accounting her experience while she was here at Soldiers. And so with some of the things that she's brought forward and the conversations that I've had with her, we've actually been able to engage her to help with a new project. So we're looking at how we can better utilize our whiteboards that we have in the patient rooms and how we can use those to better reorient patients in terms of knowing that they're at Soldiers Memorial and the date and a few other pieces there. So Shannon's been really involved and has reviewed sort of our first draft of the whiteboard. She's had lots of great comments, and we've been really able to use some of that patient feedback to really inform how we move this project forward.